Blue Book Chapter 3 Summary. Master your thoughts, master your life. Core idea of Chapter 3. Chapter 3 takes the lesson deeper. Backhand index pointing right. Your thoughts shape your emotions, and your emotions shape your life. You may think situations control how you feel, but this chapter explains. It's your thinking pattern, not the situation, that creates stress, anxiety, or peace. Brain 1. The mind never stops thinking. The chapter begins by highlighting a truth. Your brain is always active. Thoughts come automatically. Most of them are repetitive and negative. Backhand index pointing right. Studies show, as mentioned in such concepts, a large percentage of thoughts are negative. Many are about the past or future. Warning problem. If you don't control your thoughts, they control you. Counterclockwise arrows. Button 2. The thought right arrow emotion right arrow reaction cycle. This chapter explains a powerful cycle. Backhand index pointing right. Thought right arrow emotion right arrow action right arrow result. Example. Thought, he ignored me. Emotion, hurt/anger. Action, you behave cold or aggressive. Result, relationship worsens. Backhand index pointing right. Now change the thought. Thought, maybe he's busy. Emotion, neutral/calm. Action, you stay normal. Result, no conflict. Light bulb. Same situation, different thought equals different outcome. High voltage 3. Negative thinking patterns. The chapter identifies common mental traps. Crossmark overthinking. Thinking too much about small issues. Creating imaginary problems. Crossmark assuming the worst. Something bad will happen. They don't like me. Crossmark self-doubt. I'm not good enough. I always fail. Backhand index pointing. Right. These patterns drain your mental energy. Stop sign 4. You are not your thoughts. One of the most powerful lessons. Just because you think something doesn't mean it's true. Example. Thought, everyone is judging me. Reality, most people are busy with their own lives. Backhand index pointing right. Learn to observe thoughts, not believe all of them. Person in lotus position 5. Become an observer of your mind, instead of getting trapped in thoughts. Backhand index pointing right. Watch your thoughts like a third person. Technique. When a thought comes, don't react immediately. Just notice it. Ask, is this helpful or harmful? Light bulb. This creates distance between you and your thoughts. Repeat. Button 6. Replace negative thoughts. The chapter emphasizes. Backhand index pointing right. You cannot stop thoughts, but you can replace them. Example transformations. Cross mark, I can't do this. White heavy check mark, I will try and improve. Cross mark, everything is going wrong. White heavy check mark, this is temporary. Cross mark, people don't respect me. White heavy check mark, I will focus on my self-growth. Backhand index pointing right. Over time, your mind becomes more positive. Direct hit 7. Focus on what you can control. Most stress comes from things you cannot control. Others' opinions, past mistakes, future uncertainty. Backhand index pointing right. Instead, focus on your actions, your effort, your mindset. Light bulb. Control your input, not the outcome. Hourglass. Not done 8. Living in the present moment. The chapter highlights a major issue. Backhand index pointing right. People live in past right arrow regret, future right arrow anxiety, but peace exists in backhand index pointing right. Present moment. Example. Eating food but thinking about work. Sitting with family but thinking about problems. Backhand index pointing right. Practice. Be fully present in what you do. Focus on now. Speech balloon 9. Self-talk matters. How you talk to yourself is very important. Negative self-talk. I'm useless. I always mess up. Backhand index pointing, write this destroys confidence. Positive self-talk. I'm learning. I can improve. Backhand index pointing, write this builds strength. Light bulb, your mind listens to you the most. Brain 10, train your mind like a muscle. The chapter compares the mind to a muscle. Backhand index pointing, write if you don't train it. It becomes weak. Easily affected. Backhand index pointing, write if you train it. It becomes strong. Stable and calm. How to train. Daily awareness. Positive thinking. Meditation/silence. Gratitude. Folded hands 11. Gratitude changes perspective. One powerful tool discussed. Backhand index pointing, write gratitude. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you already have. Example: health, family, opportunities. Light bulb, gratitude reduces negativity instantly. Balance 12. Don't believe every emotion. The chapter explains. Backhand index pointing, right emotions are temporary signals, not permanent truths. Example: feeling sad doesn't mean your life is bad. Feeling anxious doesn't mean danger is real. Backhand index pointing, right, let emotions pass without reacting strongly. Key 13. Mental discipline equals emotional freedom. Final powerful idea. If you control your mind, you control your life. Without control, small things disturb you. You feel overwhelmed. With control, you stay calm. You think clearly. You act wisely. Glowing star, final lessons of Chapter 3. Heavy checkmark, your thoughts create your emotions. Heavy checkmark, not every thought is true. Heavy checkmark, replace negative thinking patterns. Heavy checkmark, focus on what you can control. Heavy checkmark, live in the present moment. Heavy checkmark, practice gratitude daily. Heavy checkmark, train your mind regularly. Speech balloon, one-line summary. Backhand index pointing, right. When you learn to control your thoughts, you stop letting the world control your peace. If you want next step, I can help you with headphone audiobook script, Hindi plus English mix. Clapperboard, thumbnail for Chapter 3. Brain real-life exercises to apply this chapter daily. Just tell me.